Are you looking for a convenient place to put your smartphone while driving? Be able to charge it without fussing with any wires? If so, you're going to want to check out this product right here. Stay tuned, I'll tell you all about it. Welcome back, Jay from JPVideos here. Today we're checking out a wireless charging phone mount for your car. It's sent to me by the people at CNSL, free for review. I'm not being paid or sponsored, so I will tell you my thoughts, good or bad. But in this video, I'm going to show you what comes in the box. We're going to show you how it mounts inside your car, and then we'll see how well it performs. So let's get in the car and check it out. Okay, so here we are in the car, and for this demonstration, we're going to be using my 2014 Ford Escape, and for the phone, we're going to be using the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Now, when you get the package, you're going to have a few items inside of it. Mainly is going to be your mounting options. You do get a sticky pad here, which allows you to mount it to your dash if you wish to have it up here. And once you secure that to the dash, you would mount the suction cup to the top of that, so you can have it anywhere on your dash that you find convenient. You also do get a vent mount, which is a spring-loaded clip. All you do is squeeze it in, mount it onto your vent holster there, and you have another vent mount that you could use. Now with this though, I do notice that for my car, I do have vertical vents like this. They're going straight up and down. When it's on here, it is a pretty good hold, but there is some play in it. So when the phone's on here and you go over a bump or a bounce in the road, it will move around a little bit. It's not extremely secure, but it's not going to fall down. But you have to keep that in mind that for this type of vent mount and the type of vent that I have, it will have some play in it. Now if you have the horizontal vents that go across, I don't think you'll run into any issues, but for this, I didn't like the way it was moving around. I like my phone to be very secure and not moving around, but again, it's not the fault of the clip. It's mainly the type of vent that I have in my car, but it does work as intended. Now the last and best option for me is the windshield mount. Up here you do get a suction cup mount. Attached to that is this arm, which is adjustable. You loosen the knob here and you could move the position and orientation of it to whatever best suits your needs. And once you have it locked in place, you then are going to mount the charging unit itself. Now this does come with a power cable. It's a USB-A to micro USB-C, or I should say USB-C, sorry. That depending on your vehicle, if you have a USB port, you can plug it into that, or get a cigarette lighter adapter, which I have here, and we'll plug it in. And that does power the unit. You will see it is lit up. It does change colors. It has RGB lighting, which makes it look really awesome at nighttime. It really illuminates the area. It's not overpowering, it won't blind you, it's not distracting, but it is enough to notice it. And when you have your phone in there, it does a different light show. But RGB lighting is pretty much the top of the line for lighting and illumination. Very vibrant, very bright, and it really helps it give it a nice little, punch to charging your phone. It gives a little bit of extra to it. Now, you don't want to have it plugged in when you're mounting it because you will be activating the sensor. But to mount it, all you do is put the ring over it, push it right over that knob, and then you're going to tighten the screw, which I will do right now. Okay, once you tighten the screw, you're going to want to plug in your wire, and you're basically all done with installation. Very simple, anyone can do it. Now, you do have some options as to comfortability and positioning once your phone is in there. This does have a telescopic arm, so you could pull it out and you could bring it closer to yourself. You could be able to see the screen better, be able to touch the screen for navigating, and it just stays in place. You can lock it anywhere you want. And as you can see, the arms are moving. This does have a sensor on the front. There's a little hole here, a little eye. When you put your phone or finger by it, the clamps do extend to allow your phone to go in. And depending on the size of your phone, typically for larger phones, you're going to want to pull down this little extension just like that. That way the phone's not teetering so high, and it helps balance it out. Now again, I'm using the Galaxy S10 Plus. This is pretty much one of the largest phones you could buy in the market. And if it can hold this phone, it can hold pretty much any phone. I've already driven around with this. The phone stays very secure. It does not fall. This doesn't bounce around. Obviously, if you're going to hit a big hole in the road, you might get a little bit of movement, but otherwise, it is a very tight hold. And I will demonstrate here. All you just put the phone up to it, it grabs it, and immediately it starts charging. Now, I am using a case on the phone. This is a standard protective case I bought off eBay. It's a kickstand case, and it does charge through the case. There's no restrictions. Now, if you use a thicker, more durable case like an OtterBox or something like that, you may run into issues. Obviously, you can't have a pop socket on the back or a ring. It needs to be just a flat surface in order to accept the wireless charging. But if you don't have anything big on there, you could charge it right through your case. Otherwise, you may have to look at an alternate case or possibly just take the case away altogether. Now, to release your phone, you can't just pull it out. On the back, there's little dots, almost feels like Braille. All you do is touch your finger to that, and it releases it. So there's a sensor on the front and the back. I'll demonstrate. So all you do is touch the Braille dots, and it does release the clamp. Very super simple to use. You can't get any easier than that. And again, once it's in there, it starts charging immediately, and you're good to go. You could use navigation. You could, record video as you're driving, whatever you want to do. And peace of mind that it's going to be charged up by the time you get to your destination under most circumstances, and that it's not going to go anywhere. And the suction mount on here is probably the best one I've ever used in my entire life. It is almost like a gorilla grip on there. It is so hard to get off. Even when you release that clamp, you have to literally pry it off the window. It is such a strong hold. Now, for comparison, I do have another phone mount here next to this. This is a mount from Five Below. It's a standard mount. It is manually controlled. You do have to squeeze it in and press the button to release it. It does not have wireless charging. It's simply just a hold for the phone to keep it up on your window. You have to hardwire your phone when it's in here. It is adjustable, but it does not extend out like this one does. So comparison, $5. For a few dollars more, you got something that's pretty sophisticated and awesome looking at night. This one is just a plain black box here. This has the really nice RGB lighting, which I demonstrated at nighttime. Looks terrific. Now, if you want to get one for yourself, it is available on Amazon. I will provide a link. It's $29.99 for me. I think that's a terrific value. You're getting a lot for your money. You're getting 3 different mounting options. You do get a minor detailed instructions, but again, I pretty much just explained everything to you. But the unit itself works flawlessly. It accepts pretty much any size phone. It works as intended. It doesn't move around. And again, the clip mount for the vent is not any fault of the company. It is the type of vent that I have. Most cars, or I should say at least half the cars, probably have the horizontal vent. So if it does, you can mount it there if you wish to get a little bit closer. But the windshield mount works fine for me. I do love the extended option that you could retract it, extend it. And it's almost like a helping hand, You get in your car, you place it here, it takes it off you, and it's there until you want to release it. So can't really go wrong with that. Now, there is one slight negative I want to mention, is that when you're charging the phone through this unit here, I do notice that my phone doesn't charge as fast as if it's hardwired in here. In here, I do have a pretty thick cable, and when I plug it in, it's a pretty fast, quick charge. On here, I do notice it's about 10 to 15% slower. I don't think it's any fault of the unit. I think that's just because it is wireless charging, and it is a pretty big phone as well. But I do notice that it will take a little bit longer than if it's hardwired, but that's a minor inconvenience because you don't have to plug in the phone. You just place it there, it starts charging, and as long as you're not drained down to like 0, it's going to charge it up to near 100 in a pretty short amount of time. But just keep that in mind. There is a slight difference that I noticed from plugging in hardwire to the phone compared to using the wireless unit. But otherwise, I think it works great. But that's going to do it for this video. I do want to thank the people that sent this out to me for the review of this product. I think it's a terrific product. I'm going to be using it going forth in my car. It's probably going to replace my manual mount here because it's much more easier, convenient to use. I could do my live streams if I wish to. It'll charge at the same time. And it's just really practical and helpful and convenient to have in your vehicle. So if you did find this video helpful, not the vehicle, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and want to see more videos like this one, check the playlist down below in the description. And if you do like the videos, consider subscribing. With that said, I want to thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.